fringe minority who are holding unacceptable views.
Again, let us go into the breach. Your inflation numbers came out, Canada. The inflation percentage is 4.4%. It's up from 4.3% in March. Justin's doing a good job for the middle class. Who's going to pay that price? Regular people. Justin's worth $85 million. Do you think he sweats that? Do you think he sweats that? Your money basically is worth nothing. Know why? Mismanagement. Oh, he's going to tell you he's for the middle class. He's going to keep getting on the bully pulpit. Oh, the CBC and the corporate media is going to pump your heads full of crap, telling you that it's not his fault, when in fact, we know it is his fault. Who's going to pay? You. Does he care? No. Why? Because he can afford it. The Canadian dollar is worth nothing. Know why? Mismanagement. Know why? Because Justin Trudeau is a globalist, and globalists are not for people. They're for an ideology, and that ideology enslaves people. And who that is? You. You tell a tree by the fruit it bears. Let's go to the Canadian streets and see how the drug epidemic is destroying the cities. Play the clip.
We overheard drug dealers shouting dillies, the slang word for Dilaudid or hydromorphone, which is one of the drugs the government has encouraged doctors to prescribe as safe supply to those suffering from addiction. In addition to sellers, we had a lot of people ask us if we had dillies, appearing to indicate an open and robust aftermarket for the powerful opioid.
So here's what happened. It took us about half an hour on East Hastings Street, and we were able to buy 26 tablets. We're told this is hydromorphone, also known as dillies, also known as Dilaudid.
A lab later confirmed the pills were in fact hydromorphone. Some were still in the package, which doctors say looks like government safe supply pills. Total price, $30, a little more than $1 a pill.
The government at that time actually said that we were fear-mongering and that this wasn't happening.
BC United MLA Eleanor Sturko says our lunchtime score is evidence the program is in trouble.
I'll say it again. You tell a tree by the fruit it bears. Progressive ideas and progressive values are destroying cities across the West. They simply are. People compartmentalize it. They rationalize it. But the proof's in the pudding. Once again, you tell a tree by the fruit it bears, and a good tree bears good fruit. And sadly, the tree that I just pointed out is rotten to the core. Let's go to the streets of Canada and get some opinions, particularly from this young man. It's shocking. I didn't think he would say this, but he did. Play the clip.
My name is Jeremiah Church. I currently run the page and media channel. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Hunkamaniac.
What are your thoughts on Justin Trudeau? If you could somehow put it into words, I know. I know it's hard.
Put it into words. I would say probably that globalist rat. Probably be the two words I could put into there.
I love that.
A globalist rat. Yeah, Castro's son. That's right. And I think that there's a lot of possibility. Like, he looks nothing like his Pierre Trudeau. So that's another thing. But he's a globalist. Like, even what they're moving in with the UN Sustainability Agreement 2030. We've signed on to that. They're pretty much moving forward with that. And there's so many of these environmental agreements which work in conjunction with the COVID. But yeah, he's a globalist and he wants to sell our country out, and we have to stop that.
Yeah.
Globalist rat. You think that will be covered by the mainstream media? Globalist rat. Oh, I forgot. The mainstream media, they have that pin too. They're globalist rats too. This is a great video by Poilievre. Honestly, it's historically accurate. And also what he's doing is he's showing you something that the mainstream media will not. He's connecting dots, and people need to connect dots. It's a little long, but I'll be honest with you, it's worth your time. Watch it.
Your passport. Why has Trudeau redone it? To delete Terry Fox, who ran halfway across the country on one leg to fight cancer. Why did he delete the Vimy Memorial, which honors 3,598 soldiers who died? Why did he delete this beautiful war memorial, or even the Parliament buildings beyond it? Well, to answer that question, you need to get the country that Trudeau wants us to become.
The level of admiration I actually have for China.
Couple short comments. You cannot erase history. That is what the former Soviet Union tried to do. That is what totalitarian states do. That is what Justin Trudeau is doing. Justin Trudeau is not, if you ask me, a patriot. We've seen Justin Trudeau light in the United States, people who are trying to erase history. No country is perfect, just like no person is perfect. But ultimately, you cannot erase history. And in trying to do so, governments like the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia wreak havoc on the people. You're seeing that in Canada. You're seeing that in America to a degree. It could even increase depending on who's the next president. I'm talking about Gavin Newsom. If that actually is to ever take place, he's destroyed California. People have to connect the dots. Poilievre does a good job here. You should watch it and pay attention. What is Freeland talking about? Is she saying that rich people are going to have their bank accounts confiscated to make up the difference for the mess that her government basically created? Play the clip.
These are words that suggest you want to make very careful, kind of incisive spending on the government's part to get the economy going. What might that look like? Can you give us any detail?
Well, it's great to be with you, Amanda. And I want to thank you, first of all, for really zeroing in on the preloaded stimulus idea. None of us have a crystal ball. But economists like Ben, like Doug, have been pointing out that some Canadian households, and it tends to be the better off households, do have quite a lot of money that they've saved because there hasn't been that much to do in the pandemic. And certainly it would be great if that money could go towards driving our recovery.
This shouldn't shock people. First point, Justin Trudeau estimated worth $85 million. Is his bank account going to be liquidated? First and foremost, we lead by example, right, Justin? Point number one. Point number two. What is this? Are you Robin Hood? Are you going to take from the rich and give it and spread it out? Actually, they're not going to spread it out. They're going to pour it into their stupid policies that created the mess in the first place. Tyranny, people, open your eyes. This is what tyrannical governments do. They do it legally, too. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. Barack Obama speaking some truth, believe it or not. I think he's talking about Justin. Play the clip.
To flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage, you just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won.
Sounds to me like it's pretty accurate, eh? Do I sound like a Canadian? Can I say that? Coming from New Jersey? Eh?
Securing your data privacy is more important than ever. Start your free privacy scan and see how much of your data is being sold on the internet. Offering data breach monitoring, bulk data removal, and agency protection, DataSeal.io is the best and most affordable way to secure your data from ending up in the wrong hands. Remove your data today from the internet with DataSeal.io. That's DataSeal.io.